Hey, it's PIERCY with Real Estate Modo. So bringing you one of our listings. This is a super unique unit. It's a everybody loves kind of lockout setups. This is actually a 3-bedroom lockout with 3 individual units. So it's all deeded and sold as one property, but you can rent it basically a bunch of different ways. So we're at this building is called the Strand. Used to be called the Breakers Boutique. So we came just off the elevator. This is still the end of summertime, so we're catching it kind of right after our checkout. It's all clean, but kind of catching some made stuff kind of in the middle. But basically you got, it's 1950, 51, and 52 all deeded together. So the exterior 50 access is down there. So kind of the cool part about this is you can use it all as one 3-bedroom, 3-bath, or you could just use, basically we'll pop down to 1950 is just this section. So you can lock it out. You can lock it out from both sides, so you could effectively rent or use just 1950, let's call it, which is it's kind of an ocean view, still has a really good view studio. Got a little kitchenette kind of area to it as well. And we're at the Strand. This is on about 27th Avenue North in Myrtle Beach, so great location, kind of close to Broadway, close to everything in town. Obviously, you got a full bath with this one as well. This has all the updates. The unique thing about these as well is the income breakdown actually comes as 3 separate units. So this did a little over 70,000 last year in gross income. So and that's all using all 3 segments of it. So this would effectively be 1951. And again, you could just rent the 51. You could potentially just rent 1950 and 51. So these two, which is basically 2 studios collectively. And if obviously full bath there, if that were the case, you'd actually have this locked out, be able to come in from the 50 entrance and then have these 2 on the side. And then kind of the big 1-bedroom section, which if this was an individual 1-bedroom would be a killer huge, 1-bedroom, 1-bath itself, but full kitchen. You've got a washer dryer, little kind of linen closet that's next to it as well. And for this particular one, we are on the 19th floor, which is the top floor in the building. So really primo unit. This building has undergone a bunch of updates over the years. Obviously the granite, the new cabinets, the flooring, the bedding's all been updated. These sliders have all been updated kind of over the years as well. So we'll pop in through this way. And so you've got collectively, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, you got 4 different oceanfront balconies off of this one individual condo. So again, it's all deeded as one, so you couldn't sell them individually if you wanted to, but effectively you could, again, you could rent it any different way. You could say, hey, let's come down and use one of the units and have the other 2 still bringing an income for you. There's just so many different possibilities. This is truly probably the most unique lockout layout that we've got anywhere in town. There's your classic lockout is a 2-bedroom that's got a studio and a 1-bedroom that kind of makes a 2-unit 2 for 1. But this being literally a true 3 for 3 is kind of the uniqueness of it. So super cool. And this is really neat. You can pop in here and actually kind of get a view, both directions up and down the coast. But just we've actually been trying to get in this trying to get into all 3 units all summer, and finally it's August and we're finally popping in here. But hopefully that gives you a quick feel. Again, it's hard to even probably walk through it and get a quick feel for kind of how everything's laid out. We can probably pop a floor plan up as well for you. But PIERCY again, bringing you 1950, 51, 52 at the Strand. If we can get you into their details, give you the income breakdown, the works, just let me know. Thanks again.